Just outside of Newmarket, surrounded by farmland, lies a very magical place. We're going to call it a Disneyland for adults, if you will. Welcome to the Holland Marsh Wineries, where the soil is rich and fertile, the history spans generations, and this delicious Canadian-grown wine is flowing in abundance. Nori, tell us a little bit about the history of the Holland Marsh Wineries.
So Shay, my father started this winery about 8 years ago now, so the vineyard that we have back here, it matures at year 5. It was a difficult process choosing the right soil because grapes like rough, basically anything that farmers don't want in their soil, we need it for grapes, so they like dry, rough. We're at the tip of the marsh, so there's a lot of clay and sand in the soil specifically, which makes it ideal for growing grapes.
And you have some amazing facilities here. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of special events happening.
Yes.
And in fact, I think you're getting ready for one back there today.
For a wedding,
yes,
that's happening tomorrow. So that's what we call our clubhouse. It's for our members. And being a member, we wanted to have a space where members could come in and do events and just, you know, at the winery as part of our family. It's an extension of our family, so to speak.
The Narcissian family first began making wine in Armenia over half a century ago, and later on brought their expertise and their passion to Canada. The winery has about 11 acres, and on a good year will produce close to 25,000 bottles of wine. But get this, by hand. Nori, where are we and what are we looking at?
So Shay, we're actually in the middle of our vineyard. What we're looking at, particularly this varietal, is called Marquette, very cold hardy. As you can see, we're a little ahead this year. Usually this process, this color changing process happens at end of August, but we've had such a beautiful summer, so dry, so hot. This is what we want for our grape varietals. So,
for everybody at home who has no idea about the winemaking process,
right,
but doesn't want to hear it for like 20 minutes,
yeah,
tell us in less than 1 minute, how do you make wine?
So I'll make it quick and dynamic. So the start of the process starts with harvest, usually mid to late September. That's when we start. The grapes are taken to a production area where they're crushed, destemmed. They turn into a pulp where we add our yeast, goes through the fermentation process, and then it goes through several fining processes, filtration, et cetera, et cetera. So the whole process from start, harvest to bottle, usually minimum requires about a year.
So what does a grape like this taste like?
So, I mean, give it a try. It's, this is, again, they shouldn't be this color just yet, but this summer's been so fantastic. You're gonna notice it's a little sour. Mm-hmm. That's going to change. What we're waiting for now is that sugar content. Sugar is where you get your alcohol. That's where you get a lot of your flavor development.
So this is where the magic happens, Nori. Tell us a little bit about these machines.
So the start of the process would be this guy. This is called a crusher destemmer. Its main purpose is to take it off the stem and crush it to a pulp. After which it could go directly into this machine, which is called our press. Now you might want to press the grapes immediately, remove it from the skin. That's what its job is to do. Or you can leave the skin in for an X amount of days, especially for red wines, get that tannin, certain characteristics within them, and then crush it or press it afterwards. Okay. If I could show you this area, this is kind of our half of our bottling line. It is semi-automatic. We like to emphasize it is a very we like our craftsmanship in our wine, right? So this is what bottles the wine. You just kind of put the bottle in there, the wine comes in, it'll come to this corking machine, which basically, the little cork goes in. There's a little hose that sucks up any oxygen between the cork and the wine. Usually we just do these two machines the first day. We want to get that wine in that bottle ASAP, and then we'll put the shrink caps and labels afterwards. Okay. So this is our biggest tank that we have. It's a 5,000 liter tank, and here they range from 100 to 5,000 liters. There are tanks that are much, much bigger than this. Hopefully one day we can kind of add that to our production facility as well. This
is a wine lover's dream, to be right here next to this vat.
Yes, it's what I wake up to every morning.
Visit the Narcissian family at their winery for a tour or an afternoon of wine tasting. You can also purchase a bottle of wine at their gorgeous wine shop, which is open to the public. At the Holland Marsh, I'm Shay Galor for Rogers TV.